How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today, we're looking at Ojer Kaslem, I believe is how we say that. And look at that, we got Glimpse of Core. This is one of the really hype cards uh, from the set for Historic Brawl, because 2 mana, put a land on the battlefield it's an old effect, but it's one that we didn't really have too much in Historic Brawl. We had the what do you call it? We had a one from Strixhaven that turned a land into a fractal, which there are good things about that and bad things, right? Like fractals are creatures, so they will die if they are actually uh, just sitting out in the battlefield. Good thing is that it is an additional body, right? Like if you need it for blocking or something like that, it's just sitting there. Now, generally, when you cast on turn 2, it's tapped, right? Because you spent. Is it? I don't know if it enters the battlefield tapped or if it enters the battlefield untapped. I think it's untapped. I don't know. The new one, the Glimpse of the Core that we got, is just kind of better, unfortunately. Because you get the land and the land comes with no risk attached to it, right? Like, it's not a fractal. It will not be blown up by a random kill spell. Ooh, Traverse. I could have killed that. I guess we kill it now. Decline. Our plan is to fight from this point forward. That one. Okay. Reclaim to the battlefield is pretty good, isn't it? Like I don't know. I looked at this guy initially of the gods, and it's like you gotta look at cards and then you gotta put something on the battlefield. Like we've seen this effect proven not great, and that was on Perilous fault. Oh. What do you say when it dies? Take action. Good old Primeval Titan opponent. And I think I'll take you and you. Just to home in on the mana advantage. Probably take a protection land on our next turn so that we can cast our commander and not have to worry too much about. Rude opponent. Putting a number of creature cards, okay. Just making it hard, man. I wish I had enough to cast my commander and rude. Wondering it up, but I don't. Oh, I do. So that when they fight our commander down, we don't actually have to lose life. It makes our int march bad. It would have been better with a 6/6, but a 6/5? Not as impressive, unfortunately. But today, tomorrow is a holiday here in the States. So I'm getting in a little bit of recording beforehand because I imagine I'll be too busy to prepare anything. Yeah, opponent. I should have let her flip, but do we actually? Yeah, we just have the lands to make it happen. Although paying 4 mana to make it happen isn't exactly fun either. god. You're doing great stuff, opponent. I still have the protection, so I will not be taking damage this turn. One, two, three. There are only three creatures. They could pump up the ooze. Just kill my commander. Full control. Pass. Yeah, I think now is actually a good time. They can eat one thing, but they can't eat two. We have to remember to let our commander go to the graveyard from now on. He's too expensive to cast otherwise. Old Renin 7 will just outpace us eventually. Like, this is our out at the moment, and it's not great, but it's there, you know? Do I take the 14? Or do I block and just accept that I'll have to spend 4 mana to make my commander happen again? I don't really have that much mana to work with. More tree folk. I think we don't block this one. And rely on Last March to actually do the job. Well, that's a shame, we could have blocked. Oh, why'd I have to draw the land? One creature, very cool deck. That just means I'm dead, bro. I am just dead. No, am I? If I have a 1 mana creature, I'm not dead. Right? I do, okay. Good to know. Ooh, Kami came through. One removal spell still kills us, so I'm not exactly uh, confident in this board position, but in theory we can block. We can block 3 tree folk and go force from there. Opponent's gaining life. Gaining more life. Ah, well, that's GG. That's GG. It's not the blockers, but it just wasn't enough, man. We were a little bit too slow. Either way, that was a good game 1. So we're going to a game 2. But I worked a little bit on my quest earlier today and did not get very far. But we did manage to knock out 1 quest, so I still made some progress, I think. I don't know, I tend to look at my quests and then kind of forget about them. Which is a very, very bad practice. You should always endeavor to complete your quests so that you can collect more cards, so that you can build better decks, right? But sometimes I just don't want to do what the deck wants me to. You know? Sometimes it's just not there. Just not interested. Tap land go. We're against Aragon, who's very, very good. Green. He's among the 4-color commanders, right? But he's also just among the best commanders available at the moment. Is he? I don't know. Because I don't see him a lot. So that generally it does not speak to his power. But whenever I've played him, he's felt really, really strong. And that's generally a good metric for a commander. Like if you play it, and every time you play it, it feels strong. It's probably a good commander. Although he does suffer from some of the issues of a do nothing commander, right? Because he doesn't do anything when he enters the battlefield right away. So like that is a problem, I think. How big of a problem it is, I don't know. He's also a bit gigabrain, right? Like he wants you to cast multicolor spells, and sometimes doing things like that can be a good and rewarding thing, right? Like there are matchups where uh my brain is not meshing well with this. Rude. I'll pass the turn. There are matchups where doing the more complex thing is beneficial, right? Because it means that your opponent is less likely to have answers or to have like a full stop counter to whatever you're trying to do, right? Like Aragorn can make an army of 1/1s. He can also dig you through your deck, and he can do incidental damage, and then he can Voltron it up, right? Like there's a lot that he can do that is just very versatile. On the other hand, sometimes it just doesn't pay to be versatile. Sometimes it's just better to do one thing really, really well as opposed to trying to do a few things decently, I suppose. I don't know. It's a bit late at night, and my eloquence for complex areas of discussion in Magic the Gathering deck building theory might not quite be up to scuff at the moment. Command. You're going to take 14 opponent. If we down our orb, you can never not have enough mana. Yeah, we'll take that option. We're gonna shuffle Ronus away, unfortunately. And we milled him. Oh, right. That's how that works. Very cool. I should have used Navigation Orb first, then we would have shuffled him away, and then it wouldn't have been a problem, but I guess we can Cavalier back something cool. Like we have Prime Time. Radagast is probably like the sleeper choice, just because he's so good at drawing cards. Ronus could also be good because he's resilient. And he has Death Touch, right? Like, all of our fight spells become instant kill spells with him online. It's happening in Bushwhack, by the way. I see like two Scythes, and then there's a Tree Folk. And Mr. Tree Folk does not seem to be happy. Okay. Maybe I give Aragon too much credit. I think he's a good commander though. Like I still I'll put him in like an average tier, but we kind of clowned on him with the mono green deck. Which feels bad, man. Feels bad when you hype somebody up and they go and land on their face. Um, I don't know, maybe okay, our next opponent is Croxa and Kurnos. Now I'm not as confident about them as being a good commander. They have combos, right? Like you can combo with Croxa and Kurnos, but at the same time, it's a little bit difficult to pull off, and generally, Croxa and Kurnos will just kill your opponent before they ever need to combo off. Okay, our opponent's doing something funky. That is a Monodrack. Is there a Mardu token stack? I think I try to ramp. Yeah, I think our opponent is some kind of mass reanimator deck with a token sub theme. Would be my guess. Uh, this is very safe. It does not actually ramp me though, so okay. We're ramping a little bit. I think I want to go into Vorinclex next. We've been taking the hits. Opponent might just have removal now, and that would be very sad, but we're kind of keeping up on card draw, I think. 81 to 83. We're a little behind, but reach. You can deal 2 damage. I will trade my Vorinclex for a Hellkite. Okay. Timeless Witness. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Want my Vorinclex back. And let's mill the graveyard deck. Hmm. Yeah, I think we're done trying to let you draw cards, opponent. As cool as it is. Uh, Vorinclex. Two lands, and then we'll go the One Ring. It's just the safest option. Are you part of the combo? I don't think you are. You're really good with Kurnos, but Alright, well I'm confident that they will not get enough shrines for this to be useful. But you never know. You never know. Let's put a counter on a creature and then fight a creature. Okay. Hmm. Thoughts on this opponent? I'd like a news. So the shrine's gotta go. They wanna. Okay, they're taking out both. I like it. And I'll get down my Burnished Heart, I think. That's the turn. Our opponent is leaving open the door for a Wrath. So we'll do it afterwards, just in case we mill anything good. What are you grabbing? The Haste Boys? Hasty Dragons? Oh, Worm Coil. Makes sense. Just been having fun greening around that I have not been watching the time. And we are at 21 minutes, so we will end it after this one. Uh, I have a very non-serious deck planned. Uh, it'll probably come up after this video, but I can't say that with certainty. Time Warp is a good card. This. Ooh, deck roulette time? No deck roulette. It's deck roulette because I don't know if I have another 4-drop on the deck. I might. I probably do, but I definitely do. I have Radagast. What am I on about? I 100% should have done that. Radagast is just better than Burnished Heart in every way. Okay, opponent. They're gonna go up 12. Hmm. Can I time warp my way out of my problems? That's a good question, I think. I'll block here. Why did I not get the chance to sacrifice? Game. Game. Game, if those 2 extra lands screw me over, I will be so livid. Oh my god. Well, step 1, time warp. Step 2, turn a card to my land. Oh, wait, it's time warp. Emergent Sequence. It's a pretty good card. Yeah, I guess we're just on win the game mode, I think. And we might as well. I think that doesn't have a mana cost, so I have to get a 1-drop. Let's land. Draw some cards. Very neat stuff. Time warp time. We'll get some more lands out of the deck. Tap lands so that we don't have to draw them. Ojer can come down. I have 3 mana, so we can do a bit of everything. Let's Blizzard Brawl you away. Let's cash in the Kami. Let's return you. One. Grab me a time warp. Opponent, I know this is very uncool. Why did you do it that way, deck? Oh, God's above. Fine, we'll do it this way. And pray that somehow this comes together. That's 10, 13. This isn't gonna work. It's a terrible card. Holy cow. I rescind my statement. I rescind it, okay? I was wrong. Uh, um, I think we still lose, but no, we don't. Okay, we do. We do still lose. Okay, cool stuff. That one. I should attack a creature. I should attack a creature to get a untapped blocker. We are very close to losing. Very cool stuff, opponent. Okay. What's the plan, opponent? I think I can only block here. Am I dead, opponent? You'd tell me if I was, right? Paps the Silent. It was a terrible block. Can I solve this? This is a problem. I'm just dead. Hmm. Yeah, that's the issue. Nothing in there that'll help. But so close. So close. Well, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.